Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. Today is February 1st, and I am excited to jump in and start a whole new month, a fresh start, a new beginning for the month of February. I'm excited to get into these budget sheets. I created these budget sheets for myself, but I sell them in my Etsy store. So if you're interested in these, I have a link down in the description box below. It's called Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. So you can just go to Etsy and pull it up, and pretty cheap budget sheets. You can buy them individually. And yeah, I'm excited to get started. I already have my payday stickers down for the month of February on when my husband gets paid. Now I know I have a sticker here on the 1st, but he actually got this money on the 30th of January because of Monday. They need 24 hours before a Monday to get us to make sure the bank has everything it needs and have the money in the bank on or before the Monday before. So even though he already has the money in the account, I went ahead and put the sticker there anyway because it's cute. And this is where I kind of start my budget as far as the bills. And I know that on the 1st of every month, he has or has already gotten a deposit for that day. And then my husband gets paid on midnight Friday on the 5th and the 19th, and that will cover our bills for the entire month. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have expense stickers here that I'm going to be using. They are Sarah Marie expense stickers from Sarah Marie. She has excellent stickers in her shop, so if you're looking for a shop, she is definitely somebody to look into for purchasing expense stickers as well as budget stickers. I actually started doing budget stickers in my shop as well. I don't have a video on that yet, but hopefully this week will get it up. It's for the month of February, but I'm also working on the month of March, and that's where I'm really going to kick off my personal budget stickers as well. But I don't have expense stickers yet, so I still use her stuff. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to lay down my stickers for the month. Okay, I am back. So look, this is how my calendar looks. This is what it looks like to lay all your bills on a calendar so you know exactly what's coming out when. The reason I love this is I can take the money that's coming in here, and I can take all these bills and all the amounts. I haven't filled that in yet, but I will later. But I can take those bills and those amounts, I can subtract it from that pay and know what's left over and what I have left for my spending categories. Same thing from this payday to the 18th. These are the bills I got to focus on, and that's what's going to get covered there. And the 19th through the 28th, these are the bills I have left, and that's what's going to come out of that paycheck, and then what my spending categories, what I have available for that. So I can adjust for the entire month. And that is what I love about a paycheck to paycheck budgeting and laying it out for the month. So the next thing I do, and this is my step 1, I'm going to show you my step 2. My step 2 is filling out this. So you're like, wait a minute, you just laid all your bills out. Yes, but I didn't put anything down. I'm not calculating anything. This is a worksheet, and I need 2 pages, which is why I have 2 pages. I sell a single page and a 2-page one. I just do expenses straight through. It doesn't matter if they're variable or fixed. Most of my bills are pretty much fixed. The only thing variable is my utilities and my spending categories. Most everything else I know exactly what it is, or it's only like a few dollars or a few cents that are different throughout the month that changes. So I don't have to worry about that very much. So I don't use the fixed and variable trackers, but I do use an income and expense tracker. So here what I do is I discover whether I'm going to be over budget or if I'm going to have enough money to cover all the bills that I have listed on this calendar. And that is very important to know. So it's good that you list it on the calendar and you know what paycheck pays what bills, but you know for the entire month, will all 3 of these paycheck periods cover all these bills plus your spending categories. That's what you have to discover. So I want to take a break here, and I'm going to fill this out, and then I'm going to show you the results of filling out my budget. I'm going to put all our income in here. I'm going to put all our expenses, and then I'm going to calculate it and show you the totals at the end on what I'm budgeting for the entire month. So, so I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I pulled my sheets out of my planner and I wrote and filled in all the details I needed for my monthly overview of my budget. And so we're going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to walk you through what we did. I'm going to calculate how much income we should get and how much it's going to cost us and go from there. So hold on one moment. Okay, here we go. So here are the deposits I am expecting or what I already have for the month of February. Most of this has already come through. The only thing that has not come through is the salary and overtime, which is this section here. Those are the 5th and the 19th, I believe, paychecks. But everything else is already in the bank. I have balanced forward this amount to cover a AMCO expense down here. Which you can't see because I'm off the screen, but here's the AMCO expense and we'll go over that in just a minute. But I did balance forward quite a bit of money because we had car expenses. As we own our car, but we needed maintenance for it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But my husband's military retirement check has already come in. This is the amount that we got deposited. This is after taxes. This is after, what else comes out of this? I just can't think now. Medical, dental, and vision, things like that, allotments that we already have coming out of it. VA disability check, that does not get taxed, but it does get deposited straight into the account. And then VA education benefits. My husband is using the post 9/11 GI Bill. This is what he's currently getting right now, month to month. Let's see, rent and dividends. So my son pays us rent, and then we always get a little bit of change in dividends for our checking account. And this is all based in my checking account. So I just throw it there because it's just like 4 cents. It's no big deal. My son is autistic. He does get SSI money. He does not work. It's difficult for him to find or keep a job. So he qualifies for SSI. And he lives home with us, and we make sure his needs are taken care of. Salary and overtime. Now this is just what I expect in salary. This is after taxes. This is after his post-Roth contributions and things like that are taken out. And then sometimes this check has reimbursements in it. So that will be happening in the month of February, but this is the minimum my husband will get for this month in his 2 salary checks. And then, like I said, I balanced forward. Now I also put other along with my balance forward, because there's always something that pops up. I don't know why, but every month there's always something, and I don't expect it. So I just put other, and then I use a sticky note over here in the actual side, and just kind of have that taken off to the side and calculate it later because I don't want to fill it in and make it all messy over here. And I did that last month with a sticky note, and it worked perfectly. So I'm really excited about that. Now, moving on. Here are the expenses. Oh, before I move on, I need to calculate and add up all these deposits and see what we have to work with for the month of February at a minimum. So let me do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, we have $11,647.55. Almost $2,000 of that is actually income money from the previous months, just rolled over, that we just kind of saved up so we can pay an expense down here. So I'm going to write this number down real quick. All right, so now that we're done with the income section of our budget, I'm going to come down here. We're going to start working with the expenses of our budget, and I'm going to start totaling them up, and I'll go over them with you so you know what's going on. And I'm going to move my calculator so you can actually see the numbers. There you go. So $1980.06 is our mortgage. It's a fixed mortgage that we pay. So my husband gets personal money and puts it on a prepaid card called the Visa Go card. I'm going to add $100. Make sure I didn't just make a mistake. 1986. Okay, 100. Okay. And then Helping Hands, which is a tithe to our church for our military retirement check. Greater Europe Missions, $231.75, is also a tithe of our VA disability to family missionaries that we absolutely adore, and I'm excited to give to them. Amazon Music, $7.99. That's my husband's subscription. $5.99 is our CBS All Access. We've had it for years and watch it and enjoy that. Humana Health is my son's medical, $4.95. He pays us and then we pay the medical. Natural gas went up this month because it's been cold, and so that was pretty high. We're using a lot of gas, heat, and fireplace because our downstairs is freezing. So that's $143.67 this month. And then here's the big one. So AMCO, the reason we balanced it forward over $1,900 up here that you see was to cover the cost of this AMCO transaction. I had to get new shocks for my Nissan Armada, which is a big vehicle, and then the trunk latch broke and the bolt came off and they had to fix that. So in total, it was $1,600. And so now I got to add that to this, $1,642.50. And so that will cover that. And tithe, this is the tithing our salary up here. And then Sling, 50. This is for our entertainment. Geico, our car insurance. And I might want to call them and see if I can get a better rate because we're just not driving. Insta Inc. is $12.71, and then life insurance is $87.56. That's for the entire family for 4 people. Electric, $93.69. iTunes, $2.99. That's my storage for my phone. Audible, $14.95. Tithe, I separate my tithe based on the Sundays, so this is the second salary check tithe. And then sinking funds, $468.66, and then Vivint is $56.46, and then Sprint is $286.25. Now this is what I paid in January, and it fluctuates a few pennies or a few dollars, so it just depends on what's going on. So if that's any different, I'll put the actual over here and that'll change. If not, it'll stay the same. And then I'm gonna add, I gotta bring my other sheet into this. All of this over here, so I'm almost done. Visa, we do have subscriptions that we charge onto the Visa, and I don't allow myself to go over 143. It was just a random number I picked. So 143, every dollar, $10.59 for the subscription. Verizon, $82.71. It's our internet. And then city utilities, this month I'm doing 100, and then when I get the bill in March, then I will pay the actual bill, whatever that happens to be. Now for the entire month, for grocery household, that's everything in the house as well as our groceries and food, I will be doing $1,000. Hopefully I'll stay under budget. I didn't quite make it last month, but I think with the fewer number of days of this month, we should be able to make it in. I also include HelloFresh in my grocery budget. So restaurants, $650. We just, for a family of 4, it's not easy to go under $650 in a time period if we want to feed the whole family and go out to eat, or actually have out to eat delivered to us or pick up. So, $550 is miscellaneous. That's just anything that doesn't go in the grocery store or restaurants or gasoline that's random that we purchase off of Amazon or Etsy, or just clothes, shoes, things like that, school supplies, whatever we need. That's where it comes out of that budget. $250, yes, I'm still budgeting for gas as if we were still working, because I'm hoping and praying one day we can go back to work and leave the house and go back to taking the kids back and forth to school and all the good things that we remember we used to do. It's been almost a year. In fact, in March, it will be a year since we started doing that. So here we go there. And then I do have to put, well, I don't have to put $100 down, but I always put $100 towards my allergy shots, and it lasts me for several months. So I'm going to put $100. And then my total is $9,457.96. And that, my friends, is what we are budgeting to pay for that. This number is a lot higher than normal just because I have this one-time bill transaction with AMCO. And that's the only reason why. Other than that, it's usually not this high. So let me write that number down real quick. Sorry if it's all crooked, but it's the easiest way for me to write. 45796. All right, and I'm going to zoom you guys out so you can see all of it together in the notebook. So I will be right back. Okay, there we go. This is how I monthly budget. I look at the numbers, I get my totals, and I make sure this number is lower than this number. That way I know I have money left over and I know everything will be paid for and I don't have to worry about a thing. It's so nice to start a month and know it's all going to be paid for. It's all going to be taken care of, including my groceries and household. And if we want to go out to eat, if we need to have some fun time, we'll use a miscellaneous. Or if we need to buy clothes or shoes, we have the money to do it. If we want to do a little travel and drive a little bit, we'll have the gas money and any bills that need to be covered. So that is excellent. So let's do the math. I'm going to take that number I put down here, total expenses, and I want to make it, see if I can, there we go, make it a negative, and then I'm going to add this number over here, and we're going to get a total what should be left over at the end of the month. Doesn't mean it's going to be, it's just a projection or possibility at the end of the month. So minus, let's see, it's 11, 6, 4, 7, 5, 5. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have about $2,189.59. And this actually is going to be low because my husband is getting overtime money. My goal is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 or actually more than $1,500. I created a sheet for this. I have goals, baby step goals for the Dave Ramsey program. We're working on our 3 to 6 month of expenses, and my monthly deposit, I want $1,520 and 83, or $1,521. I guess you can round it up to that of expense money put away. Right now I have $3,000. Haven't quite got that first 10% because that's $3,650 to get 10%. But I'm very close to 10% because I have another tracker back here and it's gonna be funny. These little piggies, aren't they cute? I just made this for myself. I'm thinking about putting it in my Etsy store. But this is what I have. Each row is 10%, and I'm very close to getting this done. So in February, at the end of the month, I will have enough to get at least 10% colored and then a little bit more over here. We'll have to wait and see. Each of these pigs equals $365 because my total savings for 6 months is $36,500. And there's 100 little piggies in here. So I love it. It's just too cute. I just have fun coloring it. I don't normally need a visual tracker, but I kind of been watching other people do it and I thought, hey, that'd be really fun. I love the mason jar idea. I've been wanting to use a sticker for a long time. I bought it from another shop, Maury June Design, I think .com. She was on Etsy, but now she has her own website. And so I can't wait to get that first 10% done. And then I kind of make notes on here and have other plans, but that's the goal. Right now at $3,000. I'm excited. So at the end of February, it definitely looks like I will have enough to put in savings, at least $1,000, if not more, whatever's left over, unless we need to roll over money to the next month, which I like to roll over some or balance forward some from February to March as kind of like a buffer, about $500 buffer in our checking account, just to keep it safe. And in case I forget a bill or something surprised and popped up, we have that cash. So yeah, I put the $2,189.59 that I have right there. And my monthly budget is done. It's very easy. It's very quick. Just take 10 minutes of your time and lay out what bills come out at what part of the month, where are your paydays, so you know if you have enough, because you can total these up and go, does this paycheck cover all these bills by the time they're due? Does this paycheck have enough money to cover all these bills by the time they're due? Does this paycheck have enough money? And you can do this. Budgeting is your peace of mind that you can do this, and you can save this money, and you can pay off debt with this money. In fact, that $1,000 I've been putting into savings used to be our snowball payment that we had after we paid off our car, after we paid off our credit card, and after we paid off personal loans and things like that we had last year and the year before. When we started the Dave Ramsey program, we were $33,000 in debt. We accumulated some more debt after we started the program. By the time it was all done, October 30th of 2020, we paid off $44,000 worth of debt, and we have been debt-free ever since. And it has been awesome. We got out of debt. We're not getting back into debt. We may use a card here and there, but we pay it off every month or each time we need to, and we don't put a lot on it. The only time we do put a lot on a car is usually because it has to do with vehicle maintenance, because our cars are getting older, they're getting high mileage, so on and so forth. So yeah, just know that this is a good method of knowing your month and whether you have enough for the month to sustain you. Don't forget your spending categories, and you should be good to go. The next video will be on our paycheck to paycheck budgeting. I will be setting that up in a day or two. And paycheck one, I'm already in the middle of paycheck one, because it's those first several incomes that come in at the beginning of the month. And I will put those incomes, and then the expense stickers you see right here for this first week will also go right here. And then paycheck two, I will set that up, and we'll go on from there. So I hope you have an amazing and blessed day, and that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.